Hey y'all. Okay, so for those of y'all that were on the real recording, the real phone call, you're gonna immediately know that this is not it. This is a redo. This is part two, because it was a complete train wreck. And if you are missing out on like some reality TV and you need a good laugh, then you can go back and watch the real recording because it was a hot mess express. So this is a redo, and I am bringing y'all onboarding new reps. And I'm more or less talking to you as the person bringing on the rep, and tips to give them, that sort of thing. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet because, again, I've already done this once tonight and it was kind of a mess. So I'm going to do this really fast. For those of y'all that were not able to jump on the call, you really missed out on some hilarious shenanigans. So bringing on new reps, onboarding new reps, this is something I'm super passionate about, and it is absolutely the most fun thing about this business is bringing people in, right? And having that first rep, having those first 50 reps, whatever it is, building your business, having a team, and helping them be successful is something that I absolutely love doing. So again, meat and potatoes. I'm going to keep this short and sweet for y'all. So I'm going to give you four things. I'm going to give you four overall things. The last one, number 4, is actually tips to give a new person, and there's 10 of those. So just take some notes. Again, this is all really simple stuff. I am short and sweet and simple. So you're going to probably think like, oh gosh, this is, I already knew this, but I hope that y'all will get some nuggets out of it. I hope that it will help some of y'all. So number 1, you are not their boss. This is something that is really fun about this gig, is not having a boss. So if we take that approach, knowing that we're not their boss, we're their sponsor, we're their upline, we're their cheerleader, we are the person that they are going to look to, right? They're going to look to us as we're their example. We are their leader. But having a boss is, no, nobody really likes having a boss. I know I don't. I know that a lot of you girls probably don't. So knowing that you're not their boss and treating them that way, treating them as a friend, treating them as, someone on your team that you're thankful for, that you're grateful for, is definitely a way better position than thinking that you are going to show them and tell them and boss them around on how to do this business. So another thing with that is it is really important that you do lead by example. So when you're onboarding a new rep, don't just get them to sign up and get the starter kit and give them a list of things to do and then you don't do them. I think that's really important. And I know that a lot of times that's kind of overlooked and you're thinking, I thought this was onboarding of new reps. A lot about onboarding a rep depends on you and your daily activity, your attitude. Your attitude is contagious. It's really important that you lead by example. So when you're telling them these tips and things to do, you have to be doing them yourself. If you want to see your team grow, if you want to build a team, it's really important to lead by example. So number 2, know your girl or know your guy. Which is really fun, right? We're having guys jump into this gig, but knowing them and knowing where they're at is really, really important. And I'm going to even take this a step further. Not just like knowing who she is 10 years ago, you went to school together. That's not what I mean. I mean, really knowing where they're at, right? Knowing kind of why they want to do this, knowing their story. It's really important to meet them where they are. And a lot of times we get stuck in our social media world. We are very much in our Facebook, very much in our Instagram, texting. Phone calls are hard to come by these days, unless it's with your mom, or somebody like that. Even my mom voice texts all the time. I'm like, hey, pick up the phone, call me. But that's kind of where I'm going with next. How you know your girl or your guy, you get them on the phone or you meet them for coffee, meet them for lunch, if they're local. But at a bare minimum, I would say when you are bringing them on, whether it's they're about to do the starter kit and you're going to send them the link to join, or maybe they've already signed up, whatever the case, I challenge you to get on a phone call, because it's so important that they hear the excitement in your voice. They 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 don't know about this company, really, right? They don't know that. They don't know how passionate you are. And you can only send so many text, exclamation points in a text message, but they can hear that in your voice. And not only that, people love to be important. They love to feel important. So you taking time out to spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is, on a phone call with them, to make sure you're getting them off on the right foot, and to instill that belief and excitement in them, kind of give them a lay of the land. It's going to set them up so much better. They're going to feel so much better going into something, knowing that they've talked to you. You've had that voice, interaction. So if you haven't done that, maybe you've even got some girls on your team right now that you've never talked to on the phone. Pick up the phone. Y'all set a phone date. I promise you that relationship will be so much better when you talk to each other on the phone. And be sure to love them where they are. That is a big thing too. You may be ready to sprint and build this business and be a workhorse, which is awesome. There is definitely room for that here, but you may sign up somebody who just wants the discount. Maybe they own their own gym and they're a trainer and they really just want the gear. They have no intentions of building a business or adding a teammate. Maybe they don't even want to host parties. That phone call is really important, because you're going to be able to kind of get a good feel of what they want to do with this. So that's important. Number 3, all right, you ready for this? And again, if you weren't on that first phone call, y'all know that I'm going to just keep it fun. It's just can't help it. Number 3 is keep it fun, keep it simple, and then keep it more fun. This gig is a blast. If we're not having fun with this, what are we doing, right? We're wasting our time. It's so much fun. And as a new rep and bringing them into your family, bringing them into the culture of your team, it should be fun. They should look forward to it. They should get excited about being on your team or being a part of Zaya, just in general. They should be really excited about what the next steps are. So when I say keep it fun, keep it simple, I kind of take a lot of that on myself. So this next little part is my personal preference. This is not the end all be all by any means. This is just how I've run things and how I've done it since I started. So I take that upon myself, right? I take a lot of the beginning kind of grunt work for my new rep. So when I sign up a level 1, I let them know I'm going to help them run their launch party. And when I say that, I really do mean I'm going to run their launch party, because I want to help them be as successful as I possibly can. And I'm confident that if I can get them off the ground running and get them a win really fast, right? Get them that first order, get their group full of people that are excited about it. If I can get them that win early, I feel really good about getting them off on the right foot. And when they have fun their first month and they get a sale, they get to that override. How many of y'all know it's kind of hard to go back from that, right? You enjoy that win. You've tasted it and you want some more of it. So they're going to keep going. So I create the Facebook group for them. I go ahead and let them know I'm going to do the Facebook group. I'm going to set up your cover photo. I'm going to put the shopping link in the announcements. I'm going to do all of that stuff. And not only that, but I'm going to run it for the first few days. Okay, so I tell them, hey, all you have to do is make a post on your wall, announce it, and let everyone know that you're a rep and that we're going to set up a Facebook group and we're going to have a launch party and you're excited. That's all you have to do, and get as many people in your group as we can. So I do all the posting for the first few days, and I'll let the rep know, hey, as soon as you get your starter kit, I'm going to turn over the reins to you, girlfriend. I'm going to be here every step of the way, but I'm going to do the first little part. And as soon as you get your starter kit, that's the best time to go live. And I kind of hand things over to her at that point, and let her go live in her group and unbox her kit. That's the most fun. So it's usually just the first few days. And I kind of take on that role myself. I will tell you guys this. So I have signed up about 50 reps in a year, a little over a year. So I have 50 or so level 1s, and there's only been like 5 or 6 of them in this whole time of doing this and setting up their launch party and running their launch party and how I've done it, they only like 5 or 6 of them have not hit override in their first month. And I love that. It's so awesome to be able to help my level ones hit override their first month. That's a huge thing for me. I want them to be able to get that override, that 28%. So if I can run their launch party and I can pump them up that first month and bust my rear to help them hit override that first month, again, how many of y'all know it's hard to go back from that? You want to hit override every month after. So I love being able to get them off the ground running. And here's the other thing. When you start getting them going, and I'm going to share this with you guys. I have an email that I send them, and it's short and sweet. You guys, it is meat and potatoes. It is nothing fancy. I'm not telling them how to do the returns. I'm not talking to them about different percentages of their levels 8, 9, and 10. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's all about excitement. But what I do is I add them to our team page. So our team page is Girl Gang. We have a blast up in there. But then I also add them to one other of our main team pages. And in the email, I outline all the others. Y'all are a little overwhelmed. There's so many team pages that are amazing, and there's so much information there. So many tools for learning, so many people that are incredibly helpful, but it's overwhelming for a new rep. So in my email, I list out kind of our family tree and the different pages that they could join, that they are more than welcome to join. I just don't want them to be overwhelmed. I give them all of that information, but I only add them to the necessities at the very beginning because I don't want to scare them away, right? And I will, again, share that with y'all. We actually have a team chat too, and this was kind of by accident, but I will tell you it's been amazing. And those girls that are in our Girl Gang chat, right now we're even having trouble. It's full. Is that a thing? I think that our chat, like messenger chat, is full. But every girl that I brought in, I added to that chat. I mean, we're a family in there. There are so many sideline sisters that are buddies. I mean, there may be a level 3 and a level 6 that have hit it all, whatever. Every one of us that are on the Girl Gang team and downline, we're all in a chat together, and it gets crazy up in there. It's a lot of notifications. We can mute it, that sort of thing. But as you're starting your team, you may want to do that. You may want to start a chat early on and just keep your people together. And even if it's just your level ones, it's great to have them all in a chat and learn from each other and have their questions go there, because then you're not duplicating answering their questions, right? So if you have 5 or 6 reps and you're just texting them separately, they may all ask you the same exact question at the same time. So save yourself some trouble, save them, some trouble, because then they all go to that chat. They all go to that one place for questions and answers. And then you have girls that end up answering the other girls' questions. Girls that, have a little more seniority and more time under their belt, they start answering questions. It is the coolest culture, the coolest. I tell them all the time, we've made our own flavor of Kool-Aid. And I love it so much. And that was by accident. So just as a tip to y'all starting out, you may want to do that with your teams. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been really helpful for a lot of our girls. Okay, so this is number 4, you guys, and this is where the 10 tips that I give a newbie. And I have a video in our team page, so I usually will add them there, and a lot of girls have kind of resorted back to that. But these are just the 10 things that I think are really important for a new rep starting out. And again, they don't have to know how to do the return policy. They don't even have to know how to order a gift card right off the bat. This is what, right off their first week, this is what I tell them. This is what I think is the most important and kind of like the bare bones of what they should do to be, kick off on the right foot. So after I send them that email, number 1 is log into your back office and create an event immediately. Right when they get their rep ID, you should show them how to log into their back office and either walk them through it, send them a graphic, whatever you have, but outline to them how to set up an event, because that's so important. They're immediately open for business, right? So you want all of those orders to go on their first shopping link. And that's also the link that you were going to put in her Facebook group and use for their launch party. So the sooner you do that, the better. That's number one. That's most important. Number two, find her gift card, right? Everybody loves spending a gift card, and she's got a $200 gift card, and she is not going to know where it is. She's not going to know where to find it. So show her how to find her gift card, and then explain to her that she can use that gift card, shop her own party link that you just created, and she can be her first customer, right? She can immediately have 200 in PV, 200 on that party link. Now you only need 800 more, whatever on that party, and you can shut down $1,000 party. Kind of start explaining those pieces to her, and explain that it is actually better in the long run to order at retail on your own party link, because when you hit that $1,000, you're going to get 28% instead of just a 25% discount, and you're going to get hostess rewards. It's so exciting. And when you explain that to them, they're super pumped. And then they will relay that to their team. So I feel like there's a lot of girls that kind of find out on the back end, and then they're bummed out that they could have spent their $200 gift card on their own party link, and it could have gone towards hostess rewards. So make sure you tell them that immediately when they signed up, because they may find their gift card without you and then just shop. And then they're not getting any rewards, and they're just using their discount. So make sure you tell them that right off the bat. 1 and 2 are really important. They're all important, but you know what I mean. Number 3 is their Facebook group. So if you don't want to set their Facebook group up, have them set their Facebook group up. Again, that's my personal preference. I go ahead and do that for them, but also explain to them that their Facebook group, and I don't even have them mess with business pages. That's just my personal preference. I do a Facebook group. You can schedule everything in there and kind of walk her through, like that's worked for me. So explain to her too, though, that the launch party group that she's doing is going to become her VIP group. Okay. You don't have to create another group. The whole idea is to funnel as many people as you can into this private Facebook group. And all you have to do is change the cover photo, right? No big deal. Change it from Sally's launch party to Sally's VIP group, whatever you want. And the other thing is, and this is like some people's preference, some not, I don't even tell them to personalize their website right off the bat, because I want that to be something that they kind of sit on for a minute. So I'm going to take this a step further. Their Facebook page is the most important. They can call it whatever, Sally's launch party. That's not a big deal. Now, when they change it, their VIP group, when they change it over, that's kind of when I have them think about, okay, what's really important to you? What is you? How are people going to know it's you? Because you want to be able to stand out. Change that VIP group to whatever it is. And there's a lot of really awesome ones. But make sure that once you change it, that you stick with it, because you're a brand. You are your brand. Your new rep is their brand. Yes, it's Zaya, but what's going to make people remember that it's you? Zaya by Ashley, awesome. There's a lot of Ashleys. No offense, like that's great if you want to do that, but maybe brand it to where it's something that they're going to associate with you, right? So number 4 is announce it. Make sure they are announcing it to the world. Post it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, all the things. Write some letters, who cares? Whatever they can do to get the word out that they are a new Zaya rep and that they are stoked about it. Have them get the word out. That's the most important thing that they can do, is show their excitement and get as many people to their launch party and get them all into that group. Number 5 is for them to make a list. And I know we talk about lists all the time, but it's really important as a new rep. Tell them, hey, go ahead and start thinking about people that want to shop. Who are your friends that love their workout gear? Who are your friends that are obsessed with Lululemon and would love some great quality gear for less? Think about those people that want to shop. Also, go ahead and think about people that might want to host a party for you. Same kind of deal, like how I'm running your launch party. That's how you're going to run a party for a friend. You can literally take the post that I put in your launch party, tweak them a little bit, and that's how you're going to run a party, and I'll help you. We're going to tag team your first party. And I always do. I always kind of tag team the first party with my new rep, always. So have them make their list. Who wants to shop? Who wants to host? And then, of course, who would want to be a rep? And they're probably thinking, what? I just signed up. What do you even mean? It's great. They can have a buddy that learns at the same time. And what better way for you to pump them up and get them a win for them to have a teammate? Go ahead and have a teammate. Y'all can both learn this together. I'll take care of you both. And there's a lot of girls that have friends that just kind of jump right in when they jump, which is awesome. I mean, that's how we grow. So tell them to make those lists. Go ahead and write those people down. Think about who they want to ask to shop and host and be a rep. Number 6, this one I would have given anything if I would have done this early on. So things we wish we would have done. It's really easy, 2020 vision. It's always, hindsight 2020. Organize your photos on your phone. Organize them in albums. So I have an iPhone and I have different albums for leggings, tanks, bras, giveaway post, interaction posts, sizing charts. I mean, anything that you can think of that you would use in a party, I have it all separated out in albums, and it literally saves my life. It saves my life to be able to go through albums, because when you have your iPhone, you're scrolling constantly, doing this, trying to find a picture of Black Pocket Lighten Tights. Where are they? Well, they're back in February, and it's going to take me 7 years to get there, right? So have them organize their different categories, whatever. They can have a million different albums, whatever it is to make their life easier. They will thank you, I promise. And tell them the photos that they find in the team pages, or anything that you're posting for them in their launch party, just keep them saved. Keep them funneling into different albums. It will save them. Number 7, this one, it seems really silly, but I promise it's not. Tell them to wear the heck out of their gear. They may only have their starter kit for a week, 2 weeks, whatever it is. Have them wear their starter kit over and over and over again. When I first started out, I had the fuchsia pocket Lighten Tights, and I loved them. And I'm not even kidding. I wore them like 3 or 4 days a week. Y'all, sometimes I didn't even wash them. That's gross. But I needed to be in my gear. I couldn't roll up into CrossFit. I couldn't go into Orange Theory. I couldn't go to Target, in Lululemon, because you are Zaya now. People need to associate you with Zaya. And it's so important to tell a new rep that, because all the excitement around becoming a rep and joining, I mean, how many people know direct sales and MLM is like ringing in their head, already, and all their friends are like, oh man, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Well, yeah, I sure am. Look at my gear. I love it. I'm wearing it all the time. And you know what? If you see somebody at Target on a Monday and you wear them to CrossFit on a Tuesday, at least they're going to know you love it. Now they may question whether you shower, whatever, who cares? You're wearing your Zaya, right? You're wearing your gear. You're not rolling in there in Lululemon or Athleta and having them question whether you really even like the gear. How are you going to get somebody to shop with you? How are you going to get somebody to host a party for you when you're not even being seen in your Zaya? So wear it, preach that. I mean, scream that till the cows come home. So important. And until you get all the things, just wear what you've got. That is, I'm not even kidding, wore my stuff all the time. Number 8, post every single day. Every single day, make them think of something to post, whether they, copy something from you, tweak it a little. Nobody wants Facebook jail, but have them just commit to the first month at least. Like, hey, I promise you, you will see engagement. You will see a boost. You will see people want to watch you for a little bit. Explain that. If they've never done direct sales, they need to know that they can't just post once a week and expect to have $1,000 in sales, $1,000 a month. This business is all about consistency. And there are so many reps, I feel like, that would amen to that. Like, they have seen the benefits of their labor, right? They have seen what is that? The crops of their labor. Y'all, I can't even think straight. This night is a hot mess. But they see the positives from being consistent. So have them post every single day, and then it goes back to you. You have to post every single day, something, anything, restocks, what you're thankful for. It could be anything, but have them post every single day and explain to them how important it is for them to go live in their group. Their friends want to see them. Their friends want to see videos of them being ridiculous and them trying on their gear. Their friends want to buy from them. So it's important that they see them in their gear and they see them face to face. They see how things fit on them. That's important. People don't want to see all the catalog pictures. They know how they know your size. So it's better for them to know how things fit you and then what size they should order. There's so many benefits from going live. Not only that, it builds some confidence. It kind of gets them out of their comfort zone. And I try to shoot for my girls opening their kit. I try to get them to go live and open their starter kit, like just boom, go for it. Some girls, I haven't even had to do that. They're like, hey, I'll go live today. Sweet. Run, girl. Do your thing. And you'll have girls that are like that, which is awesome. Gosh, encourage that, cheer for that, root that on, like crazy psycho big sister in the stands, root them on, like throwing popcorn everywhere. That is huge. If someone is already confident enough to go live in their group, that is amazing. So encourage that. Number 9, and I'm going to wrap this up really quick. Number 9 is have them find a hostess, right? We kind of already had them do the list, but have them find a host. Get a host for their first month, another party or 2 or 3, whatever you're comfortable with. But be prepared when they do get a party to help them, right? Walk them through how to do that all over again. You're going to have to kind of repeat steps 1 through 8, and have them set up the event, the Facebook group, help them through that first party. I think it's important when you're bringing someone on to really get them off on the right foot. And how many of y'all know that our business is revolving around parties? It really is. It's how we grow. That's how we get sales every month, that sort of thing. So be ready to not only bring them in and get them ramped up, but help them get the party side going. So have them find a host or 2 or 5, whatever. And then the last one, this is just a personal preference and you can take it or leave it. I wish that I would have done this sooner. So again, 2020 vision, have them set up a Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever it is. They'll be using that a little bit here and there. We all do, right? But then explain to them too, it may be nice to have a separate banking account for Zaya, for even if you just funnel your commissions into a separate account, it's nice to keep it separate just for taxes. And you do not have to get into any of that, but it is nice to go ahead and give them a heads up. Even credit card stuff, whatever, just let them know if they want to do that. It might be helpful moving on. And then last but not least, and this may even be the most important thing, be ready to learn from them, right? There are going to be girls that join your team today, a year from now, whatever. They may have their ish together, right? Way more than me. I can promise you that. All of y'all that were on the previous recording or the phone call, the live phone call, you know, it is a complete train wreck over here. I do not even know how to work a Zoom call. So there's that. But they may have this business like all figured out. They may have the coolest tips. They may know Facebook better than you. They may know how to do a Wix shout out. I mean, I didn't even know how to spell Wix shout out. Didn't even know what it was. But that's kind of the cool part. You don't have to know all the stuff. You don't have to know everything. All you have to do is have a good attitude and be excited and love on people. It really comes down to when you're onboarding someone, when you're bringing them into this company, it is about loving on them and cheering them on and rooting for them. And I will root for my girls until I'm blue in the face. I'm not even kidding. Seeing them win, woo, about to get teary-eyed, hit a nerve, hit my heartstrings. Seeing them win, seeing them have a great month, seeing a new rep be so excited to put on their first pair of leggings that make them feel like $1,000,000. Y'all, you can't put a price tag on that. So onboarding reps is about loving people. And that is something that like a lot of people don't get in direct sales and in multi-level marketing. So I would challenge all of you, if you're watching this recording, if you're watching this about onboarding reps, It is so simple. All you got to do is love them, love on them, and take care of them. And take care of them. Treat other people how you want to be treated. It's a golden rule. I feel like we can all just be super successful if we would follow that and, you know, take care of them along the way. And it's not just about bringing them in. It's about taking care of them for the longevity of this thing. However long they want to be a rep with you, you know, and with this company, you got to take care of them forever. You're their buddy, you're their mentor, and just be prepared to take that on as you build a business. I hope this was helpful for y'all. And Lord have mercy, if you, again, want to see the shenanigans of the other call, you are in for a treat. It was a hot mess, but I hope you'll have an awesome night. And I apologize that I'm even having to do this over. You're not even getting the questions and all the craziness. But I hope this will help some of y'all and give you some nuggets moving forward. So you'll have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.